And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Now
there he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and pick up a simple first, but when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
A play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires downfield. He's got it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Just feeds the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Spartans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense. back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the...
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Kelly. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got it. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Spartans are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Knocked off his feet.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tight end now in motion. Trying to do it on the ground. Jukes his way for more. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a... UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
UCLA.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
With the catch, it's Flores. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down here for the offense. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground game on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the...
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
Here.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Deshaun Foster had a strong finish to the first year as head coach at his alma mater, but now with all of the optimism, the question, is it warranted?
Well, they got a big boost at the quarterback spot in the transfer portal, but I think just as important was bringing in Tino Sinceri to run the offense. I think for Deshaun Foster, this thing is going to look a whole lot different. David, I expect them to be a lot more explosive.
And obviously the big name that can help propel it even more is Nico. The whole offseason we've heard all about it, but UCLA finished on a hot streak, man. They went 4-2 in a new conference, so they kind of got their footing. But you paid this money, you made the investment in Nico. Does he take you to that next level?
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Bruins looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And he strides his way.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work. not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. The give out of the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. To the air on 1st down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's McCray. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bullard. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and they'll have an opportunity for a really long field goal try as they save those precious seconds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Catch in the middle. It's Flores. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Right midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Off the play fake. Complete. That toss to the fullback fooled no one, at least no one who was on defense.
And those are the plays, Reese, that you need to fool somebody. That's not a guy you give the football to very often. This is a little trickeration, a little by design. Give him the football. Hopefully nobody pays attention to him, but the defense was ready and made the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The ricochet off the left upright and through.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Thomas. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going up top again. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bruins will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. With jet sweep pass. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Creates a little room. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, it's loose. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The offense changing the play. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bruins are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Flores. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The winning plays and come home with the victory. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you've got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th.
There he goes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy one to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.